What's going on, guys? Julian with Heritage. So right now we are out in the city of San Bernardino. The reason why we're out here is we were called to come demo this small little shed looking like thing that needs to get demolished in order for this pallet company to have a little bit more storage to bring in trucks into the back. So we're gonna knock it down, take off the roof first with this grapple and then knock down the wall. This project was already scheduled for today, so Jose brought a 40-yard dumpster to do all the wood material, and then right outside we have two low boys for all the block that we're gonna break down. And when I came and did the estimate, it doesn't have rebar and it's not reinforced, so it should come down really, or pretty easily, I would say. But every time I say that, I end up screwing up. So we'll find out and we'll show you guys what we're dealing with. Today is kind of weird because although we scheduled it, we had our dispatcher call out today. Basically, because of that, we didn't want to leave the office because when the phone rings, we make money. It's kind of hard to leave the office, especially when we have a machine or we have concrete going on or concrete breaking going on. It makes it really noisy. So what we're doing today is, one, we brought our other skid steer, which it's fully enclosed, makes it a little bit easier. We do have these really sweet Garmin headsets, which are used for on-the-road drivers, completely noise canceling. So once you're in the machine, it sounds like you're in a quiet office. I'll show you guys, or I'll post a picture. They're about $350, but well worth it if you're in a truck or operating a machine. Along with that, we use iPad Pros, or just an iPad in general, is because the ones that we have are connected with Verizon and allows us to basically run the business from an iPad when we're out in the field in situations like this. We're managing the drivers on here. We're adjusting deliveries, pickups, exchanges. For today alone, we had 22 exchanges. That's from a lot of construction sites, Amazon, a lot of warehouses. We like the exchanges because we leave one, we pick one up, we go dump it, and then we just continue with our day. A lot of lowboy exchanges, and it just makes it a little bit easier. But as we're doing things, we're readjusting the schedule, and that's kind of what works well for us. As new calls are coming in, we're simply going into the invoicing format, creating a new invoice, sending it out, and trying to collect payment immediately. That way we can get them on the schedule for tomorrow or the next day. So just the ease of an iPad and Docket software, you can truly run your business remotely anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're at a job site, you're traveling at the airport. If you do this as a side hustle and you take calls on your break, your lunch, or whatever it may be, you can truly run the business. And that's actually how we got started. I worked for the state. I would always carry my iPad and I would book things, and Jose, actually behind the camera, was the one that was making all the deliveries happen while I was at work. So you definitely start a business, work it as a side hustle, build it to wherever you want to build it to, and keep at it. So if you guys are looking into a CRM, Docket is extremely useful for us. We've had them since day one. So yeah, other than that, if you guys have any questions about Docket or software, Jose, right behind the camera, like I said, is an expert at Docket, so you can always call us and ask for questions or answers, whatever you might have. Other than that, we're gonna get going with this project. I'll be kind of manning the iPad and the phone at the same time, and we'll kind of rotate from, we all want to play with the new machine. So he'll jump in, he'll destroy some stuff, I'll jump in and I'll try it out. We have a bet going to see who's gonna break this first. I think it's gonna be Jose because he uses it more than I do, but we'll find out. These things aren't cheap, so I already asked for replacement costs. We'll find out how long that one's gonna last. So this is the John Deere 325G. We just got this, I wanna say a week and a half ago. This thing is powerful, it is stout, it is beefy. It has AC, which is a blessing. It has Bluetooth radio. It has, I mean, it's To be honest, compared to our Bobcat T450, this is night and day. We're not getting all that dust in our face. We're not getting any of that. We're not getting dirty. We're trying to maintain the cab as neat as we can. And once we get back to the yard, we'll take the vacuum, the shop vac, and vacuum everything out. But yeah, this thing is really powerful compared to our last machine. So truly blessed to be able to pick this machine up and use it on its big first job. We've been using it at our yard to clean up our old yard, clean up concrete, clean up piles of dirt. But this is actually its first trip, I guess you can call it, maiden voyage on a demo site or demo project, whatever you want to call it. So, like I said, I'll be on the iPad and on my little Bluetooth headset. I'll record and then we'll switch off, and other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Nice about this machine is you can hear the back. There's a blower, so if there's too much dust that accumulates on the back side, it blows it outward. That way it doesn't get clogged. What's up?
All right, you want to pull the container back a little bit and I can start loading it?
Yeah, I'll push it back.
All right.
So I'm just gonna push this back maybe 5 feet or so. And then all this we'll kind of remove real quick. So this is our logic. Take the roof off, which was super easy. It took 10 minutes. We're gonna get rid of all this wood down here inside. And then we're just gonna push the walls outward. There's no rebar. Very little holding it up actually. So should be really quick, like I said. So we had this bet going, see who breaks the glass first, and that was almost him. He's absolutely spoiled right now. He gets Bluetooth, he gets AC, and he's typically blasting some Bad Bunny crap, which I absolutely hate. I can't understand the guy. I don't understand what he's saying. There must be some language barrier. I just don't get it. So typically for me, I'm listening to Cody Johnson, some sort of country. He doesn't like it. I like it. And let's see what he's listening to. Hold on. What are you listening to?
Bad Bunny?
All right, here's something to think about. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, do you just wanna buy something cheaper now and then worry about buying something a little nicer, more expensive later on? Or do you just wanna buy once, cry once, and just get what you want and spend the money out front? So I've slowly been learning that everything I've done has cost me double the amount of money, just because I might choose to buy a little cheaper truck versus a new truck, or a little bit more miles than, you know, something a little bit newer, less miles. Or in this situation, a year and a half ago, we bought the Bobcat T450, which I wanted it, but I should have just waited, because I was on a wait list for a John Deere already. I should have just waited the extra couple of weeks for that one to come in. I was impatient. That instant gratification, I wanted it now, ended up costing us a whole other machine. Now that other machine, we're gonna end up renting it out to landscapers and anyone doing concrete work, because it's a perfect machine. It's 5 foot wide. You can get into a lot of places, but yeah, I just wish we would have waited. That way we could have just got one machine instead of now two. So something to think about. All right, so for this specific job, we brought the baby roll-off truck, our non-CDL truck, and then we have two low boys out there. I don't know if you can see them, but those, we'll get the bigger trucks to pick them up, but we can reposition them inside here to get it done. Right now we are standing on top of the dumpster. As you can see, it's pretty full. Huge void up in the front, but just because of the roof line, it doesn't allow us to really get it. So, and right now the attachment we're using is the skeleton grapple bucket. So makes it extremely easy for all those fine particles, that fine debris, just to sift through. That thing is excellent for concrete, rock, lets the sand, dirt go right through it, and all we pick up is those larger objects.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my crib. All right, so we got the roof off. A lot of the little structures that were in here, I was honestly getting a little cold in there, so I'm gonna take a little break, get some water. I'll let Julian start knocking down these walls.
obviously there was a little bit of rebar. I didn't anticipate some of the rebar here or on top, but we still got through it. It's not going to be clean block, but we can still get rid of it for pretty inexpensively. Skid steer did great, and this is kind of like the jobs that we like doing. Jobs this size literally pay for the machine and some on a monthly basis. So one job like this every month pays for the machine. We get to use it for the rest of the month. The little machine is going to be rented out for I think 3 or 4 days. So 4 days of that being gone pays for that machine. So in reality, the machines get paid for just by either renting them out or doing a little job like this. But yeah, so we're just gonna pull this container out, tarp it, pull it out, bring in some lowboy, start loading this up, try to get everything to fit. All right, guys, so we are done here in San Bernardino, and we have to come back tomorrow. There's just a tremendous amount of rebar in this, and I have to bring back a torch or an angle grinder with cut-off wheels just to make it a little bit easier. Right now, the low boys are piled up pretty high just because how it's all connected. It's not letting it sit flushly, so we're gonna come back and cut that. The John Deere 325G worked amazingly. There's a lot of power. It's 74 horsepower, just under the emissions here in California. And I'm gonna show you guys my truck. So this skid steer, so obviously this is my dually. That's our Diamond C LPT trailer with the skid steer, which is 10,000 pounds, and it makes my truck squat a good amount. But all right, guys, see you on the next one. My wife's calling. Hey, babe.